soldiers have surrendered. They are independent before and controlled, often in the future support. Quite as the age of 1500 years. Here's a clash of two sources solution. The era has been good as the blade was both left from the home into the mountain. Even mages of Maha found are put to be amongst these. Wizard participants became targets. The retribution probably played in upsetting the nature balance and soon they did just shift the rope left. Investment of white. If we were to survive, we need to build upon it. However, this is the symmetry upon their confines. And far better than you should experience written magic firsthand. There remains the mystery of who can never forego. I'm feeding a tent to unearth the culprit. However, there are many questions I must ask. Oh, what? Well, I believe you. Told me the tale of the enchantment of two young girls, if you wish. I'm to couple it. Tell me, I know several calls to the name, but I must have detail you will remember. Nowhere else would book an entire exchange. And at one shift in expression when I urged to fill you. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biblical which acts as let's seek the fiends that will pull the strings and pray learn what they can of the keep. You must have another task, and I suggest somewhat stretching. News that you are being followed. The very couple we are infested. We are rescued. That's an ambush. You seek the silence for us. Opportunity to test that skill in a brief lesson. Skills belong to two different schools, but treated as different black and white magic. Intertwined, they are formed to swim red. Though the balance of discipline and magic can be found in foundations, however, if you reach peak, abscess we lunge forward and unleash the energy drumming with your blade, and then intention of running from you. I wear a sword as you see as a partial of violence. Is there no chance we might attempt to parlay at least? That's your answer. Remember what I've taught you. You have not taught me nothing. spells do. I have no idea these spells work most of the time. You see this notation. Fortunate that you are not expecting the arrival of the fearsome hound. These mages will be willing to forfeit their own lives. Christine, which stole her will, left her vulnerable commands. Which were young young women, every one of them all transmitted into mindless pawns by this master. And this master has shown no complication against sacrificing pierces that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. You have to teach. We have begun your education in red magic, but there is much more that I will teach you. Oh my god. Another history of the graves. The Church of the Lich Hair is finally resting in place for the victim of the seventh Umbra calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem some ties with destruction and its aids when the abuse of the sorcery flooded the world with death. The plan is key with black and white magic draw upon ambient ether. Red magic weaves his spells using the reverse of those of man in which he was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful, the red mages adopted a method which preserves sword techniques with harness to amplify the energy of the unspoken incantation. The mage's own physical opponent serving as an arcane accelerator, as an engineered way to preserving the self-imposed limitation. The blade we can not simply be a weapon. It is a fourth of all our efforts, which is it is a part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation. The bulwark against the unwind of fate. Years ago I joined the revolution of Alamigo. Red magic alongside with minded companions. We formed the Christmas Duelists. Together we rose up against the tyranny of the mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. Of all duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of Imperial Radios. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation. And when I learned of the calamity of the threat of all the lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with the valiant scholarship of Charlian. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland and halted the approach of the fiery disaster. But never once in all years have I betrayed the oath of the duelists. Who are the champions, the weak and heart. An ideal fool. Art, however, then my road shall become your road for your duration of studies. And be past the good father of origin. Your only choice shall be to reflect upon those of the I imagine you've grown quite accustomed to the shift. Actually, yeah, I've gotten the hang of it. I just need to switch my hotbars around and I got the hang of it. I will continue to instruct you, but as I said before, by this experience I served you far better than the entire lecture. Ew. I want to just fix my hotbar and I just got, the new move I got is meh. I don't say what. I forgot what it is. I'm ashamed that I did not occur to me, but I recall an incident that may be connected to the dreadful cult. The merchant, son who has been kidnapped and old as some moons ago. When the merchant came to pay the ransom, however, both the father and child were murdered. The perpetrators of this terrible act were never unmasked, but evidence at the scene suggests that two were slain by Darmatarian. Whereas more, the merchant was a native Alamigo. If this is not also true, the father of the girl who you rescued, yes, the Alamigan born, A man by the name of Wilkin. Wilkin! So his wife told me. Could he have been the true target of the kidnapper? You must speak with Master Wilkin at once. There are too many similarities in these cases to ignore. I will not put it past you, this cult, to make a direct attempt on his life. In anticipation of such actions, I inquired Master Wilkin's trading inventory. It seems he is presently conducting business at the Manderville Gold Stock, delivering a stock from game prices. Very resourceful of you, Father. Thank you. Come. Also, yes. As if you were a patron of these halls, you are now Master Wilkin is still occupied by his train's attempts to eavesdrop on his dealings to learn what manner of man you are saving. Let us play the part meant by him. Wonderful just to look up to the wonderful idiot statue. How dare you, sir? There's our master. Which one? Thank you, yeah. We'll meet in the most of the gift. Oh, him! Back straight and head now. What we've done, you've done not wrong. Besides, the coin is fair gun and free given. He is known to me. One of the lads belonging to vegan resistance, if I'm not mistaken. The two is clear more of them suspicious about business. Why not waste some position when we can speak to merchant stuff, eh? Hello. Master, I am for this chance to thank you in person for the kindness you showed to my daughters. My father, Elude, sent the word to expect you. He also mentioned that the clangor to my family is not yet past. You suspect that I have been marked for assassination? Have you any idea of the why? State retaliation for funneling funds to the Alameda resistance under the guise of standard business dealing? I thought as much. I recognized you, client, as one of the young freedom fighters I seen in Garbanian. But rest assured that your secrets are safe with us. I myself have spent the better part of my life aiding resistance. Your dealings do, however, seem to have drawn some rather unpleasant attention. Save my children's lives, and so I will trust you with the truth. Many Almega employees are employed here at the Gosser, in no small part due to the wishes of the establishment order, Lord Godbert Manderville. Several of these employees have direct ties to the resistance. A young man who saw being one such conduit as to why I met before, yet the matter of hiding the trees within the forest. There was another incident not so long ago where the son of the Alamegan-born merchants were kidnapped by the cadre of mages. When the father attempted to pay the ransom, the fiends slew up both parents and child. I fear the scenario was one they hoped to repeat with you. It's a terrible turn of event. That was. I did not know the merchant's personality, but I knew of his effort. He too was said to have supported resistance with the fortune he made in Ul'dah. And there was a connection. They seek to eradicate resistance sympathizers. I sense the hand of the Empire being this cabal. The assassins themselves favor magic, so that they are unlikely to be native godly. The puppeteer could very well be hired killers, mayhaps a recruit of the subjective province. We shall learn the truth in due time. For now, however, we must take steps to keep you alive. When there is a member of the syndicate, and the Glow Saucer is the domain, striking at me here would be difficult, at least. I do, however, have pressing business to attend in Vesper Bay in the coming days. Vesper Bay is in particular approach. I can think of a dozen places from which assassins could stage an ambush. Might you entrust your safety between Kaiser and me? Together we will prove more than a match for the ambushes. I would also afford us greater insight of our foe. So we're ambushing the ambusher. You certainly have capable. I would gladly accept your invitation. Then settled. Let us travel ahead to Vesper Bay and scout the area. Also, do you like my hat? Thank you. Did you like my hat? So I was going to for a distance. Travel less to this region. Assuming that assassins have eyes, so we assume that there will be most. First, I will travel two options. First, in the alley of Vesperins. First, out of the Bastion and use all mining shafts. I'll ambush her and meet me back here. Then. God, damn it. See, they had some second group waiting from the wings. The opponents were in the same unit attack before. I paid as cursed pawns. We cannot let mercy stay in our hands. They are a little different from the Walking Dead. Not unrestore them. I did, however, allow one to escape my blade. On purpose, of course. It seemed to disengage, so I obliged. He limped over to the coast. With the wound I gave him, he would have blood far. I'll track the last to his destination. Pray remain here and greet Master Walking. I never snatch upon my person by this time. To save my family, for that I have no true faith, but I must at least try. Pray share this gift with Master Ash. Waiting, so I must take my leave. May now enrich and bless your endeavor. And I fell lifted to sea and was fished out by a rowing boat. The last I saw them, I'm making for a merchantman into this bay. Consider the absence of fear, I must assume that the one who led the command the report of the outcome. If we can identify the ship, then we will be able to one step closer to unmask this vile puppeteer. And then we can... another token from the... How kind that he seeks to reward us. And there is none here as well addressed to both of them. Twice now has my life been saved by a red mage. Twice by one in particular. Perhaps you remember the day 20 years ago when the Crimson Duelist fought to save a life of a child. Remember you, Master XIV, for your scarlet garb was forever etched in my memory. You recognize her decade-old deed. Had he not known me? Who would he have been so ready to place his life in our hands, I wonder? Aside from a few wrinkles, I suppose I have changed little in my parents. I was clothed thus when we worked to evacuate our fellow Alamegans. Even as a homeland, we knew crumpled around us. In the end, it is the lives that matter, not place. Regardless of the circumstances, our Mage must strive to achieve the greater good. So I have always believed our actions are our strength, but a little acknowledgement does wonder. Seventh on the we should know if this hasn't seeped into any of still here. Thank you, for the stealing the airport. Bringing you halfway across the I did promise you a journey now. As for the merchantman, I told it it's anchored. Well, you need to know more about the connection between his ship and the folk. This may be a simple paid-up passage, but there's something about that vessel as they port. There was no buggery, not even a bleach harness. Room hazard, the yellow jack has taken an interest in dealing with it, but rather keep a distance and no trouble, mark my word. Only the good. Do you have whiskers? Do you actually have whiskers? Ship. Yes, all the rest. But here are the crew selling, asking a friendly question, what they haul. Oh gosh, I heard that much the same. Beginning of the take our stats have been floating base. With no permanent camp on the base land, I was certain that they avoided detection. They spoke with Kaiser of the jacket, and he confirmed that the ship led us was a trader to and from Hannes. Even if the rumors are to open water. As long as the merchantman fears to trade within the laws, however, the official raccoons to force their way on board and cause an incident. They will have to come out after lacking them prostitution. Make some of the crates in the docks just a little bit. God, those stupid paralyzing attacks. Military, sir. Where it's most of I wage. By the one of the ship crewmates, you say, and so happened that you have found them. Go and relay it, that's fine. I shall give yours. Hey, you okay? Alright. That's it. That's my name. Oh. I suppose it will do for now. What does a girl call you? That. Thank you for letting me out. What happened? Inside the box, I might suspect a stowaway, but it has more likely she has been kidnapped. People who took you may be lurking nearby. We should probably put some distance. You fear me? Seriously, then I suppose it must be true. Well, you must have your friend. We must discuss. Poor girl. See my mom. This entire ordeal has left her exhausted. As for the results of their efforts, however, I suggest we continue to encourage outsiders. As the judge, and the evidence was indeed sufficient damning to spark a full-scale investigation. Regardless, it appears the assassination was caught wind of the coming storm and squatted soldiers were dispatched to docks only to witness the merchants sailing away with all hands on board. Not quite the outcome we hoped for. At least they'll no longer find a warm welcome in Eorzea port. The other issue we face now is what to do with the young Arissa. Her breath carries a faint aroma that may account for her memory loss. I suspect she was subjected to a certain incense which, when inhaled, can cloud a person's mind. Next step was likely to brand her with one of those wild sigils. The effect, the permanent destruction of. You released her when you did. Era remained muddled, but her condition. And once her memories return, we can learn exactly who she is. Importantly, perhaps the circumstances which led to her capture. Her memory has yet to return. And since it must be a protein enough to recover naturally, then we must rely on her similar sense. Go Jolt, might I ask if you take her out somewhere? Does it do? It seems more comfortable on you after all. You know how the hand she hauls. I shall come once. Alright, I've left. I still can't see anything. I suppose the flesh be my blow though. Feel the bell, man, twist. beautiful. I haven't seen it, so. This should be the first time I've seen this view. I try to remember, but my mind is a blank place. That's a gift. Yeah, well, I remember. Do you know what ship it is? Okay. I think I might always have been. I remember when I was a child, I would always pick my own. You would only film me. To protect me, bud. Forgive me. The exact events are still jump. My memory was not a pleasant one. That day is all coming back to me. Do you think we might return to that inn? Alright, we're making progress. It seems if you listen, I'll tell you what I remember so far. To do with some important answers for the records. I was hurried back to shed news to see as her memory of the incident as it returned. I'd rather hear a tale. My God, I communicated. My parents. I was young when they died. Too young to remember them, I think. You were a citizen in the... Do you remember when you were... on the road somewhere? Ambush appeared as if from thin air. My uncle stepped forward to shield me. They killed him. What happened? That was a blur. My memory of that moment is crystal clear. You need to force yourself to remember the rest. Now we must concern ourselves with your future. It was not but terrible to send you back to a town alone, especially not with significant parts of your memory still missing. We cannot ask you to accompany us either. Our journey leads us into the path to confront the cannibal who embraced you, but recently escaped. I would go with you even so. Oh, save my life and help me accept the loss of my past. If there is a change in my memory should return and lead you to a victim, then I would escape at your side. Well, sounds like she's on board. How can I refuse such bad? 1 second. How can I refuse the passion? This is we've adopted a new. However, it is the silent explanation. A merchant has fled. You are not within the Isles of Umbra. I remember that there were words to speak about in Black Isle of Master calls. We must cross the island and confront this master there. Oh man. It seems that master got man. Really tough. I thought her the mages would took her from. That's what ghosts and ghouls will. But I mean, the very ground feels haunted. If angry spirits might burst out. A shadowy thing behind you. Come on. Now can we move on, or rather. Move forward. Forward. Not much to protect. Oh. What is that thing? was a crazy fighter. Deserve the help. Well, the assassins cannot be far. Let's put up a search. Yell if you. That was a crazy fighter. Locked up. I thought I smelled a bitch here. Oh. Alright, you got me. Your mortal flame burns with vital energy and irresistible feast. You unharmed? Yeah, I'm fine. Lambert. It's you, Exron. Aye, how the years have etched themselves onto your brow. The smirking bastard Lombard, you were allies once. Ah yes, the valiant Crimson Duelist. Such fond memories, I relish your slaughter. The duelist lives on through me, traitor. Not for long, my old friend. You shall soon share their fates. I think I have the same thing I think he has. What do you have a hand on your? Is that like a relic? Not how I wish to save your defeat. Damn you. You knew that man? Yes, we should speak of it later. First, I would know where you learned to cast spells like that. I don't remember anyone teaching me, it just sort of happened. I expected you to club things with that old scepter, not fling balls of fire. Incredible. Daria, does this mean you overcome your fear of the undead? No? Well, my friends, shall we return to airport? Now that we've unmasked the Cabal Master, I can tell you this much. He's not a man we wish to confront unprepared. That was a crazy fighter. Those are comments I'm almost afraid to hear what he has to say. As a parent, our unpleasant exchange, I have a history with this master of assassins. He is Lombard. 20 years ago, he and I were part of a group that founded the Crimson Duelist. We studied the fiat teachings passed through generation of Gar Abaton and revived the art of Red Mage as a weapon against tyranny. But one day, Lombard simply snapped. He murdered my unsuspecting comrade and vanished into the shadows. I returned from Sky alone to discover the aftermath of the massacre. It was later that I learned his treachery and had been paid for with a pure coin, but never could I find what became of the man himself. 20 years of fruitless searching, I thought him dead. It has now become a matter of vengeance. I must pursue Lombard and exact a price for his betrayal, but I will not ask you to. Why not? Your grasp very much will allow you to grow without need for a teacher. Yeah. I'll simply arrange a suitable sanctuary. will turn you out to fend for yourself. I shall treasure the time we spent together, my friend. May our paths cross again. You let him go to the office? I don't know about you, but I feel my part is... He's right, I'm learning without him teaching me. I get the moves later. I'm going with, man. And I'll deal with lumber alone, or die in that attempt. You... I see I'm wasting my breath. You have determined to look that so impressed the first time we met. Very well. We'll stand together then. You and more comrades to me, now a student. I welcome your story at my side. Listen, that monster. You saved me. I wanted you to teach me with red magic. As things stand, I'm just a burden to you. But if I do more than be carried along your way, I need my own way to make a difference. Since you have the aptitude for the arcane, Emperor, here's to target such youth for recruitment in this puppet cup. I rescued you from the mindless fate. And now you would don the red to... There's a sense of brightness to it, isn't there? Stand with us, Ara, and join the ranks of a rainbow. Oh, she looks good. More than clothes which make the woman. Help me train her and I'll train. I'll pay. Honorable man. Mabara and his puppets are acting under the Imperial orders. That much is certain. Ever since we've thwarted the attempts of the Master Wilkin, however, it would seem like it abandoned him as a target. It's not worth all the assassination we cost him, I wager. But it's only a matter of time before the Cabal and given new prey to hunt. I called in a favor with a friend investigator possible. He agreed to meet us at Hawker's on Inland. Alright, let's see. Everything looks amazing for me, but I feel so strange. I have no memory of this place, but still have my feet known where that. My German is real. If I remember of the company of heroes, he's been helping us with the investigation since before we left the airport. And the two of us, and the two of you have met, I take it. Mister. You just didn't mention you was on the road together. Alright, let's get straight to business. I'm digging some into the floating fortress of your cabal. The merchant dabbles in a bit of trading and keep a charades. Well, I started paying attention to where the goods ended up. And take a final Lambert base, North Dalahand. Cash. I'll pass on this and manage to uncover. Magic for hours a day. I still have trouble with certain spells. I don't know if it's still an RSU. Yeah, I miss my rotation a lot with it. Right, we have a destination. Let's discuss subject. We need to go and cast the medium. Look at the Lambert next target. Fortress of Words, perhaps. To clarify, one must provide a diversion. The other to slip inside and rifle through the decks upon which you will be able to draw as many of them as essentially as last time we need them. We need to run through some practice exercise. I see you've been honing your skill. This will be the first battle against the team. Prepare station, my friend. But it seems so frustrating. I'm afraid my talent certain spells have over. So you decided to take a trainee into the final boss of Realm Reborn area. Okay. Your best to become the center of Imperial attention. So, put up a haste search. Let's do yourself. Hope I'm ready for this. Just keep ahead and you'll be fine. Not quite reach my current level of skill, but your offensive metrics are to be quite honest and terrifying power. The reservoir arts on your hand, well, let me say that scales both ways. Now think of it, as it lacks balance in much the same manner. Must be something in the blood, but rarely have I met someone in an extreme case as you. Don't worry, we will work on the weaker aspect until you find an equilibrium, such as his measurement. Yeah. Now let us go head to around to the front of the base and make a new sense of yourself. Well, what's the goal? You sure? We will sneak by side and hold their attention. Oh god. I may have been underclassed. Oh my god. Oh my god, one shot them with it. Behind me. I'm glad to see you unharmed. We met hardly a hand forgot thanks to you. You don't think you don't do things by halves, do you, my friend? I can hear the commotion on the other side. Our foe was so focused on your battle, I dare say we could have walked out the entire shelf of records. That being said, however, we content ourselves with the knowledge of Lambert forthcoming operation. There is much to discuss, and I suggest we withdraw to the civilian plant. We must converse our relatives safely. But it seems the experience has taken a toll on Ira. Are you able to walk, my dear? The color has returned to your cheeks. Do you feel any better? Better. I must have been pushing hard to perfect my white magic. From what I witnessed, I say you have much to work ahead of you. I will. Let's return to the subject. We uncovered documents detailing the Empire's deployment on the Cabal. It is much as we surmised. The Cabal's assassin spirits are youths in archive aptitude, much like our Uriah here, and delivered them to Lombard for branding. Once the cursed sigil has destroyed their will, he fills them with empty minds of lethal trumpets and conditions them to follow it. It seems, however, that the formation of the Cabal itself was relatively recent deployment. Lombard recently imperial orders to organize his puppets in an expendable force. A fearless, unswerving, loyal cult of assassins that could strike against resistance, supporting the lands beyond the Empire reach. This plan, as well as employment, was possibly by the Crown Prince Xenos, heir and parent for the Empire. Even within the Imperial Legion, this man has a reputation for cold brutality. Aside from the mastery of red magic, Lombard is well versed in ancient spells and rituals. Doubtless, this knowledge, coupled with a singular lack of moral character, did much curry the favor of a monster such as Xenos. Now we've come to the Cabal's next assignment. I could scarce believe my own eyes as I read the title. Cabal's next title is Garland Ironworks, the company of engineers founded by the great Sid Garland. I said, as a sanctuary from imperial defectors, the ironwork has long donned the ire of the Empire. As if that wasn't reason enough, the company has also begun sharing engineer secrets with the Alamega Resistance. To my knowledge, this would be the highest profile enemy that Cabal has ever deployed against. But the operation would not target Sid himself. Doubt that they have far more effective method in mind. The plan to assassinate Garland's senior staff, and the name of top of their list was Jesse, his deputy president. These ideas cannot be brought to fruition without a talented team of engineers, and the organization itself will grind to a halt without Jesse's expertise. Our loss looks like the dark day of the community of details of the planned assassination to Ironwork. Unlike Master Wilkins' case, however, Lambert has been ordered to successful at any cost. He'll be sending his killers until the deed is done, or we put a stop to Cabal for good. And that means bringing down Lombard himself. I will need your aid. Sharpen your swords and ready your spell, for we are going to war. Garland Ironworks. According to the plan we surprise, of course, we will hinge upon this operation. I remain member of the final details. We will find you. I feel more comfortable waiting in the corner. So Mike and Pick and go. Waiting around the corner. Waiting just over here. I've heard about this big plan of murder. Very incentive. Consider how many companies starts to fall apart. All apart at the very instant I leave the room. You're in charge, keeping me alive while I make merry way of an airship. Is that correct? I don't remember if we could bear operation. Exposed to you to danger. Into danger. We could, if we pretend to be Jesse. That's actually clever. We need to push you to stuff. We need to come in air. She is hot. I'm not gonna lie. The red mage lady is hot. Ivory is hot. This time I can tell. This bit, can we stretch out a foam or so? Stretch me out. I'm gonna put in a leg glass. I appreciate what you're doing for me. If you were your favorite, I'll be happy to help you out. Alright, that's the bodyguard. Your time has come. Let the airship depart and make them whatever preparation you need and help me. Jesse. This arrow, take the path north. Oh, we're moving on just on the road. There goes. Bonus the offensive magic with the bonus to although that you were holding back to him. I'm not die off I go. Go ahead. Yes, and we're so far. Very good. I just finished mopping the flanking. Yes, you continue. Alright, time for the final. Oh, here is the ambush. Imposter. It's time you face the consequences of your crimes. But first I must know, why you turned the code for the Empire? After all we had achieved together. Still the same nature, a same tiresome idealism. Your point? How many lives did we save, you and I? And what did I truly accomplish? The ancient art of Mage is capable of so much more. The Mage restricts the source of this mana, but accelerates the effect of his spell via the medium of the physical form. And what would befall such a mage who attempted the same technique while channeling the vast energy of nature? A full endeavor, a wielder would be consumed. Just so. And then we see the true potential of the art. Imagine the incredible power we could unleash. We were not caged with these prisons of flesh. It was in the wisdom of the ancient I discovered the means to transcend our limits, a method to transform one vessel and command every gander of magicus. The price to be paid, however, was a costly one. Reconstructing my body required years upon years spent in arcane slumber. And was it worth it to surrender that which makes you mortal? I freed myself from the chains. Now I can command energies greater than any found in the black, white, or the red. The Crimson Duelists were merely my first step towards greatness, and noble sacrifices for a greater cause. He is ether. My art is unfittingly the weak mended taboos. You cannot best me with your feeble red magics. Never once did I lose a duel to you, but that day will be no different. You were always such a great fighter. I barely succeeded in giving you a scratch. But a single scratch is all I need. Oh. You see, as a consequence of my transmission, my strength lies not in the harmony of your body, but in draining your spirit. Once I have wounded you, your life force belongs to me. Well, you just draw breath. As I'll send you thousands with the answer to this question. My reason for joining the Empire? My newborn blood also wields the magic denied in the ordinary mortal. But I must feed. If I fail to consume sufficient life energy, then I affect the terrible hunger. My work as an assassin provides me the fresh prey and ideal environment to which I pursue my research. I'm eternally grateful to Xenos for his rare and generous understanding. Your achievement, I must constrain red magic offer not but frustration. Now after 2 decades of futile resistance, your struggle is finally over. Then you must flee. This is far from over. How much are you? Come now, show me how we must resist the adventure. Alright. Get away, Prince. Look, she's gonna go into the attack. I'm trying to avoid my god. Look. Oh no, Oh my god. To beat this, don't play like a red mage. Like... You are champions of the red. Let's try not to move. Avenge me. I cannot even claim this vengeance as mine. The honor goes to my students. But there lies a difference between you and me, Lombarda. Your puppets follow your command without question. They do not carry any on your legacy after you're gone. Is that what 20 years of struggle has taught you? I admit the sense of justice in which you infect others have delivered you victory on this day, at least. But the fates are known for their spiteful twist of fortune. Take this Anya of yours. I'm fine, I'm trying to battle it all. Will this be the injustice which breaks you? A pity, I will miss your suffering. Amuses me. I feel much recovered, honestly. We should return to it. We won the end. I sent efforts out, but I believe that how you fed the counter technique would fail you were proud of to make a fine team. I expect that the deputy president will be along shortly. Oh my god. Yummy things. Have you not conveyed this plot, I would have almost certainly be dead now. But it's quite a sobering thought. It is on your most undeserved regret. I was busy bleeding to death while the two of them vanquished an assassin master. Send the bill for your expense incurred on the operation sit myself. I remember her now, she jokes a lot. So too was the death cab assassin that plagued us. For much of my life, I have lived in failure. I lost my homeland, my ability to prevent the calamity, but I chose to fight on the face of these defeats. It has taken 2 decades to right, wrong, and pass it. Yet finally have I managed to translate victory from... up to... matter.